Well, good evening and welcome. Tonight I thought I'd give a not a preview. My face has gone red. I've got this wonderful book, okay, the Milton Keynes Songbook, wonderfully put together by Marion Hill and Craig McLeish. It's got a whole bunch of songs that has been transcribed from all the Living Archive stuff we've done, with lots of lovely pictures too. I'm trying to get those on. No, that's the one. There you go. And so I've just taken a bunch of random songs from the various Living Archive shows that we've done over the years, and no particular order, just as they've come out of the box. And if you want to request one or two, that's fine. I can do that probably. And so the first one I'm going to start off with is this was from the musical documentary Worker by Name, which was all about the story of Tom Worker, who lived in Stony Stratford. And this particular song, written by Neil Mercer, called A Few Coppers. Well, I'll let the transcript tell you. Hang on, here we go. There was Thurston's Fair and Abbott's Fair and Billings had the horses. From Market Square right up to Horsefair Green, all down Mill Lane they had donkey rides and horse rides, and round by the Horn Lane and Oxford Street there were stalls, coconut shies, everything you could mention. All up the green were switchbacks, joy wheels, bumping cars. And there was music, different tunes and songs from different places. You could hear Thurston's organ and Abbott's organ, and you'd hear Billings' organ. Oh, a mass of music it was. It was at that fair that we first saw moving pictures. Taylor's show. He had a massive organ out the front, and these dancing ladies. He had the figures move their arms and legs about. People would stand there by the hundreds with their mouths open. He was a fine man, John Taylor was, with a high hat. He'd raise his hat and say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen." And then the organ would strike up and the girls would dance, and he'd take off his hat again and say, walk in, see the first moving pictures." It was a wonderful show, in front of where the library is now. They'd sell cockles and whelks, cow heels, pigs, trotters and tripe. It were lovely. Oh, for 3 days in August, the fair would go all day long until after midnight, and all under our window. We had big engines. You couldn't live in our house for the fumes. But you didn't mind the noise because it was so excitable. But after the fair had gone, that din was in your ears for a couple of days. You could still hear the fair going. Oh, times are very bad for business, the shopkeepers all say, when half of the people walking down High Street are stretching what they've got to buy enough to eat. There's not much prospect for employment unless you move away. So be glad of what you got and do the best you can. A few coppers go a long way, but it's not enough sometimes, and you know sometimes I wonder what it's all about. What you put away for a rainy day just seems to have run out. Oh, the fair brings folks to Stony Stratford from near and far away. There's peace in Macadam from his Bradwell beat, and families from Wolverton to join the treat, from Market Square down to the horse fair. There's loads to do each day, so pitch yourself a coconut on Oxford Street A few coppers go a long way, but it's not enough sometimes, and you know, sometimes I wonder what it's all about. What you put away for a rainy day just seems to have run out. Oh, times are very bad for business, and it may stay that way. So be glad of what you got and do the best you can. A few coppers goes a long way. A few coppers go a long way. A few coppers go a long way. There you go. That was A Few Coppers, written by Neil Mercer. Now, as I said, I'll be jumping about all over the shop with the songs on this, and now some of them I know the lyrics and everything else, and some of them I don't. And so, if I look like I'm looking at the words, it's because I'm looking at the words. But that's all right. We're amongst friends, aren't we? I don't even know if anyone's here. What does it say here? Oh, hello, Ewan. Oh, good afternoon, evening. You turned up then. Jolly good. Yeah. So the next song is, this was written by Kevin Adams. And this was from the play Bigger, Brighter, Better, which was a play about Bletchley. And one of the few plays I actually wasn't involved in. Although I think I did the sound or something on. I can't remember. Such a long time ago. And it's just about the song called Settling In. This follows Bletchley's progress from 1944 to 1966, from a sleepy country town to a bustling London overspill. The song recounts the £1 million feeling of a new resident who has moved into a brand new house from bombed out or substandard tenements of London. Step out of the front door to a world that's strange and new. Everything's so different up here. Brickwork chimneys are the only landmarks in our view, and on a foggy morning even they will disappear. I never use the bus because I don't know where it stops. Lost before I've travelled half a mile. Consolation is awaiting when I find the shops, 'cause everybody talks to me and greets me with a smile. Across the garden fences, neighbourhood life commences. We're settling in. We're settling in. Look out of the back door at a garden yet to grow. Don't know where to start or what to do. We never had a garden when we lived in furnished rooms, and horticulture was confined to afternoons at Kew. Someone sold me lots of pretty coloured packs of seed. Soon we shall have flowers everywhere. I couldn't tell an orchid from a common garden weed, but everything that grows here will look beautiful and rare. Across the garden fences, neighbourhood life commences. We're settling in. We're settling in. Didn't bring too much with us from our old two-room flat. We can't afford much, we just do without. And And if we need a helping hand, we only have to ask. Friends and neighbours doing favours, turn and turn about. There's plenty here from London that we knew before the war. We're all becoming Newtown pioneers. Our wagon train has crossed the plain, we've reached the promised land. Won't be long before it seems we've all been here for years. Across the garden fences, neighbourhood life commences. We're settling in. We're settling in. Across the garden fences, neighbourhood life commences. We're settling in. We're settling in. Settling in from Kevin Adams. Now, what was supposed to happen on that last one is I was supposed to have this bit of a backdrop. You see, someone digging up, getting ready to settle in, and I'll try and do this. There's too many things to do. I need a gopher or somebody to do stuff. So I'm kind of, this will be all right, I think. Oh, I don't know about this one. Might have to stop halfway and move the words up. Anyway, this next song, The Ambulance Train. This was written in 1981 by Jay Cunningham for the community documentary drama Days of Pride. This is one of the first ones that I got involved in. This song celebrates a feat of engineering and fitting out that had been the source of great local pride nearly 70 years before. More than that now. Much of the railway work for the Great War at Wolverton was secret, but a particular project which people queued up to see when it was unveiled was the ambulance train. And it's this thing here, you see, look. I can do this. There you go. Is that the ambulance? No, that's settling in still. There's the ambulance train. There you go. What, professional or what? Let's just have a look and see if anyone's actually, apart from Ewan. I bunked off work. Oh, well done. Well done, Ewan. Yeah, you see. Good. Thank you. Nice to see you. The ambulance train. Now, people who know about Wolverton may ask what we've done for the war. Well, many of our lads are over in France, and we haven't been asleep on the floor. Come and see our new ambulance train. Latest invention of the engineer's brain. There's a cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing. That was a bar. Now the train has 16 long vehicles. It measures some 900 feet. It's 362 patients and staff will enjoy electric light and steam heat. Come and see our new ambulance train. Latest invention of the engineer's brain. To keep down infection, the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing, and that was a bar. There are cars for the lying down wounded and 2 for infectious disease. A personnel car, a staff car, a couple of kitchens for mutton and hot mushy peas. Come and see our new ambulance train. Latest invention of the engineer's brain. There's a cooler to freeze cheese for the guard. To keep down infection, the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing. That was a bar. Now the inside is of white enamel so dirt won't collect anywhere, and there's not one corner the length of the train, so a spider would die of despair. Come and see our new ambulance train, latest invention of the engineer's brain. Somewhere to spit and stub out your cigar. Cheese for the guard, but the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing, and that was a bar. Now the pharmacy car will impress you with its medical comfort store. There's an office for the officer and a drawer for his drawers, and a treatment compartment next door. Come and see our new ambulance train, latest invention of the engineer's brain. There's an operating table in the pharmacy car, somewhere to spit and stub at your cigar. Cheese for the guard, but the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing, that was a bar. Now the staff car's reserved for the doctors and the nurses who sleep in there too, but their beds are set at each end of the coach. Fraternisation won't do. Come and see our new ambulance train, latest invention of the engineer's brain. There's separate quarters for nurses, don't laugh. In the pharmacy car, stub at your cigar. Cheese for the guard, but the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing, that was a bar. So our wounded will be treated in comfort in this field hospital upon rails. There's no jolting and jumping and lurching and bumping. This is luxury in every detail. Come and see our new ambulance train, latest invention of the engineer's brain. It's as good as there is for the patients and staff. Separate quarters for nurses, don't laugh. In the pharmacy car, stub at your cigar. Cheese for the guard, but the seats are all hard. Cross on the roof and it's painted in khaki. They only missed one thing, that was a bar. Whew, that's a bit of a tour de force, tour de France even. And tricky one, that. Get all the words right. Okay, this next song, also from the days of, let's turn that off here. Also from Days of Pride. It's written by Kevin Adams, and Days of Pride was based on the memories of New Bradwell resident Horton Mundy and focusing on the Great War, 1418. It was first staged in Stantonbury in 1981 and revived in 1994 with the addition of this song. This song wasn't in the original production, and this provided a poignant finale to the actual show. Then completely changed it, really, in lots of ways. And it's called The Bright Battalions. There's the old chap, there's old Horton, good old boy. So far away those days of light, when the boys were all marched off to fight. Lines of volunteers in bright battalions, marching marching into gathering night. Heads held high and full of pride, we were assured that God was on our side. Death lay in wait for the bright battalions. Death was not to be denied. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. They shall not grow old. Khaki drill and field grey, see them spread before the guns array. Lines of targets in doomed battalions, Fritz and Tommy had to pay. There's a look I recognise when I see it in a soldier's eyes. You were there among the doomed battalions. You saw death with no disguise. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. They shall not grow old. Now it's done, I survived. Why should I be spared and left alive? I am not numbered with the bright battalions. My call up failed to arrive. Paper poppies tumble down, a single bugle lets the last post sound. Age shall not weary the bright battalions, in memory only they are found. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. They shall not grow old. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. They shall not grow old. Great song. Really good song. How are we doing? All right. I think we're doing all right anyway. I don't know of anybody else. Jenny's, yeah, so, yeah, okay, good. Next up, what's on next? Oh, yes. Now, this one was written by Paul Clark, I think. The late, lovely Paul Clark. And it's... well, from 1982 to 1983, Living Archive carried out interviews with residents about life between the wars and the onset of World War II. They inspired the evocative scenes and songs of the musical documentary drama Sheltered Lives. This song, Letters Home, came directly from the letters written by Derek Lambert, who was evacuated with his brother from London to the home of Mr. and Mrs. Lovell in Wolverton. Paul Clark said he structured it to mimic a rambling child's letter, so there were long lines with ideas jumbled up, as you might find in such writing. Yeah, it's called Letters Home. Yeah, is that the right key? Dear parents, we hope you're okay. We're having a wonderful stay. We dare not upset her, so here in this letter's what teacher permits us to say. It really is strange having school in the Scout Hall. Lessons go on in the same dreary way. The part that I like is geography class, when we walk down the towpath for half of the day. When the teacher's not looking, I've written this bit down. We're having a fight when we go out to play. Dear parents, we hope you're okay. We're having a wonderful stay. We dare not upset her, so here in this letter's what teacher permits us to say. I bought a new top and I wish you could help me. The boys on my street, they can spin it with ease. There's a small leather whip which they snap and they crack, and it makes the top spin for as long as you please. When I do the same, it just falls in the gutter, while they circle round me to laugh and to tease. Dear parents, we hope you're okay. We're having a wonderful stay. We dare not upset her, so here in this letter's what teacher permits us to say. It really is fun when the snow's thick and heavy. With sledging and snowmen there's so much to do. Down the front garden path it's just perfect for sliding. Perhaps Mr. Lovell will have a slide too. When he comes home from work, just think of the fun. All us boys throwing snowballs at girls after school. Dear parents, we hope you're okay. We're having a wonderful stay. We dare not upset her, so here in this letter's what teacher permits us to say. Christmas is near, we look up to the heavens, but each night a searchlight, it blocks out the stars. I have written a letter to old Father Christmas to ask for a gun or a big armoured car when I come down for Christmas. When you come down for Christmas, I'll take you to see just how smashing they are. Dear parents, we hope you're okay. We're having a wonderful stay. We dare not upset her, so here in this letter's what teacher permits us to say. There's so many things to... Look at my cheeks, look like an old lush. I haven't had a drink, honest. There's so many things to remember on this. Oh dear. There's the behind there. There's the evacuee bit. Oh dear. Right, the next song is what have we got here? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Don't know what's I don't know what it is. Oh, anyway. To this one. It's called Back Home Again. And it was written by Rod Hall. And let's just get the details up for this one. They're all in the book, all the story behind the songs, all in this wonderful book. Have I showed you this book yet? The Milton Keynes songbook. Look at that. Beautiful. Thick pages of songs and pictures. So all the backgrounds of these songs are in that book as well. The song Back Home Again, as I said, was written by Rod Hall at the time of the Falklands War, funny enough, and therefore had much resonancy for the contemporary audience of the day. It focuses on Horton Mundy's return home from the Great War, the second time he got wounded. It also echoes the belief that the relief of being back in Blighty and the memories that refuse to go away. Old Fritz, he told me take a break, lad. We think you're working much too hard. He sent a shell to help me on my way and blew me home to my backyard. Back home again. Back home again. There's so much that I remember I'm trying to forget. Back home again. Not so steady on me pins now, and nothing seems to be too real. I must be looking quite a mess now, if I'm looking how I feel. Now I'm back home again. Now I'm back home again. There's so much that I remember I'm trying to forget. Back home again. Don't talk to me about no heroes. If you'd been through what I've been through, you'd stick two fingers in the air at Kitchener and all his crew. Back home again. Back home again. There's so much that I remember I'm trying to forget. Back home again. There's so much that I remember I'm trying to forget. I'm home again. Back home again. Rapidly moving on. There's not many cheerful songs. We'll get to the cheerful ones in a minute. I'm sure there are ones. But as I said, this is random. You know, we've done a couple of war songs. This next song written by Neil Mercer, and it was written from the point of view of a Londoner yearning for a home of their own. The Blitz had destroyed more buildings. People needed good homes for their families to grow up in, and Bletchley Urban District Council provided an answer, building thousands of council houses in the 20 years before Milton Keynes was even designated. In the 1970s, the influx of settlers coming to better homes ranged throughout the new city. It says there. This is another lovely little song. Yeah, it's called I Want a Little More from Life. Here in this house, it's not my home. I dream of somewhere I can call my own. A chance to start afresh would be so nice. I want a little more from life. The people here, they don't complain. They say be grateful if things stay the same. But I'll take no more of their advice. I want a little more from life. I'm not looking for the Dolce Vita, I don't expect a life of ease, but I'm sure life could be sweeter. Why am I so hard to please? What's to be done? What shall we do? We got to work to make our dreams come true. And I wonder if it's worth the price. I want a little more from life. People call me discontented because I want something new, but I see how their dreams have ended. What am I supposed to do? Here in this house, it's not my home. I dream of somewhere I can call my own. A chance to start afresh would be so nice. I want a little more from life. I want a little more from life. And that was there's the graphic with this coming up now, right at the end. There it goes. Let's just try and see how I can do this properly next time. Dear. Anybody watching? Oh, one. Steve, you may have done, yeah. I don't know which one you mean, Ewan. Doesn't matter. I can't see your chats until I finish a song, so I'll just go back over that one there. There you go. This next song, written by Kevin Adams, again from the documentary Worker by Name. And this is, well, it's Tom Worker's song, really. Another great song by Kevin. Over to Wolverton Works with a reputation of a lad who never shirks. I was pleased as punch when they offered me a place. Can't wait to see the look on mother's face. If I had my way, I'd be working on the land. The next best thing is working with me hands. No vacancies for chippies or in the foundry. Apprenticed electrician I will be. Five in the morning, standing in the rain. Blast that billy if the tram is late again. 12:30 we stop and have a break. I find the hours very hard to take. There's a meal each day in a basket from me ma'am. She sends it over with Billy on the tram. For a lad of 14, it's a long, hard slog. Each night I come home tired as a dog. A few years on, a simple life I made. Earning money and I'm settled in me trade. But in the world outside, there's trouble in the air. The working man must fight for what is fair. Now the gates are locked, the union says strike. Teach the bosses not to do just what they like. The miners lead, we can't stand and watch them fail. Why did we fight the Somme and Passchendaele? 9 short days, it's the end of the strike. Do you think the bosses can do anything they like? Will they have me back? Are they taking on men? Will it ever be the same again? Someone said that the railway lads had heard their jobs are safe. The bosses kept their word, well, fine for them, but it doesn't ease my fears. There's plenty more being kicked out on their ears. Now a young man starts to feel so old. My threadbare jacket doesn't keep me from the cold. I've a wife and child depending on me. What the future holds I can't begin to see. Lovely song. Right, how we do? Oh, 3/4 an hour. Do you know, it's quite tough, this business, you know. Singing without any reaction other than what people are putting on the... And it's only you and it's done anything on, as far as I can see there, yeah. 2 concurrent viewers. Well, don't put yourselves out, will you? I think performing this way is tougher than performing live. I think so. Yeah. Oi. In a bit. Yeah, I do. Right, next up. This is a... Now, can I do this up on the second fret? Let's try on the first fret, just for the fun of it. This is the Ballad of Joey Guest. Now, written by Paul Clark. Reverend Alan Newman Joey Guest is the man. He served his parish from 1908 to 1946, during which time he alienated his entire congregation. He caused his choir to go on strike and waged open verbal warfare with competing church leaders. Joey Guest used to say terrible things to all these chapel people, and one of them said, especially he didn't like the Salvation Army. And one chap says, I always remember seeing him coming down Canal Hill on his bike with his feet in the air. He'd turn around and come in the High Street, and the Salvation Army always used to have a service on Sunday evening. They used to play and sing. And in between where the Barber and Muscat shop is, before they went to service. Well, if they was there, old Joey Guest would come in on his bike and actually go straight through them. He didn't take any notice. Oh, straight through. They had to slip away sharp. He didn't like them at all. And this is here's the very old fellow himself. Now we see the conflict set, a vicar with community. Though there's time for reason yet, they seem resolved to disagree. Guest vision of the past reborn, these solid folk dismiss with scorn. They don't want services adorned with Catholic mystery. What he wants, the Reverend Guest, is to rebuild the ancient creed. Sure is he that he knows best the guidance that the people need. In Bradwell's church he's found the flaw, to Lockwood he's explained the law. He's proved his worth, so one and all should now accept his lead. All they want, the Bradwell folk, is to be left to run their lives. interfering higher-ups in church and state they do despise. This guest declares their wedlock's void. School governors have their power destroyed. Such treatment leaves them so annoyed. The fighting spirits rise. Reverend thinks it's a disgrace. The people have ruined all he's planned. Don't they see the vicar's place is too direct, if not command? He's tried to help recruit for war. He's given his cash to help the poor. He's preached the true faith, old and sure. Why won't they understand? That's enough, New Bradwell says. His father guess they can't abide. Goodness knows there must be ways to force this priest to step aside. If the bishop will not do what's right, parishioners will exert their might. And if they have to, they will fight to break his Catholic pride. There you go. The old Reverend Newman, Joey Guest. I'll do a couple more. We're doing 10-2. I promised you, and if you're still there, that I would do the Parapet Song. I'll try that. I'll try that in a second. I'll do it now. We'll do the Parapet Song now. See if I can find. Bear with. That's the one. Again, this one, I think this was from Days of Pride as well. No, it's not. It's from Your Loving Brother Albert, which told the story of Albert French, who went to war when he was 16 and was machine gunned just before his 17th birthday. And is one of the few people who've got a named cross, and his grave is looked after in let's see if I can find it. In Belgium. Let's see if it's there. Yeah, there's Albert French. There we go. There's Albert. I sit on the parapet, day is a-breaking. I sit and I wonder, is Jerry awake? I'd like to peek over, see dawn at its breaking, but snipers are quick if you make a mistake. Back in the town where I was born, people are waking this midsummer's morn. They have no cause to fear someone waiting to shoot them. It's only dawn's chill makes them shiver and shake. When Kitchener pointed his forefinger at me, I took up the challenge, went off to enlist. The barracks, the square bashing didn't deter me of the life that I led. There is little I miss. I hadn't seen troops take a shell's direct hit, bullets and barbed wire that tear men to bits. Now the life of a soldier looks different to me. I won't play the hero, just try to exist. When I close my eyes, I see all the old places, the great carriage works stretching out Stratford Way. And half of my friends there, I see their tired faces as they walk through the gates at the end of the day. The places we walked, the towpath, the track, half of me wishing that I could be back there. But there's no use wishing what simply can't happen. I'm here till it's over and done, come what may. There you go. The Parapet Song, written by Paul Clark again. Such a great songwriter, so sadly missed. Man. Right, hang on. Now this one, I'll do this one as the last one because I'm getting tired. It's all right for you lot, or you one. Again, another song written by Kevin Adams. It's merged from reminiscences about Stony Stratford, again from the life and times of resident Tom Worker. It focused on the courtship ritual of people in the 1930s. They didn't have mixed schools or youth clubs or Facebook or YouTube, whatever, where they might meet a member of the opposite sex. They didn't have those sort of things, but they did have Sundays when they could dress up in their finery, in their best gear, and they had the high street where they could go and show it off. In some towns, this was known as the Turkey Trot. In Stony Stratford, it was known as the Bunny Run. Sunday afternoon, out to take the air, up and down in Stony Town, see who else is walking there, hoping that someday I'll find this certain special girl of mine, so I'm always there when the weather is fine. On the Bunny Run, Sunday afternoon, when we're walking in the street, lads stroll up and the girls walk down, and there the twain shall meet. There's a girl I've seen who's caught my eye, so I gave her a wink sort of on the sly, and she winked back, now my oh my. On the Bunny Run, Sunday afternoon, trying to impress, cleanest boots and Sunday suits. It's not a day of rest. You might stand a while in a shop doorway just to pass a little time of day till Sergeant Rollins moves you on your way. On the Bunny Run, Sunday afternoon only comes round once a week. It's over far too soon. Monday looks so very bleak. As the days go past, I'm a sorry case. When I close my eyes, I see her face, and I'll see her next week in the usual place. On the Bunny Run, on the Bunny Run, on the Bunny Run. Well, that's it, folks. If you're going to catch up and watch this later, that'd be lovely. And if you've been watching through, thanks for watching. And I'll see you another time, and I'll do the other lot because I've got another quite a few to do. So maybe do it. I might be doing it at the same time next week if I can. But thanks once again, and I'll turn that off. Thanks once again, and hope to see you soon. Ta-ra.
That's all, folks.